Hello, today I'm showing you my AI task extension for VSCode, which is able, unlike GitHub Copilot, to perform multi-file code changes. Let's jump right into it. So here I have an example project which searches GitHub repositories given this hard-coded query and returns and prints out the number of repositories that it had found. Now I want to convert this to accept a command line argument called query and use that instead of this hard-coded string. And I also want to not lose this hard-coded string, and I want to move it to package.json. So let me specify this as a task to the extension. The way you do it is you create a comment with @task_mention, and in our case, I want to install a library to parse command line option query, and move the hard-coded query to be passed into the script in package.json. We don't need to do that. And finally, we tell the extension that it should include all tabs currently opened in the text editor as part of this task. I believe this is all. Finally, let's hit run task and see what the extension decides to do. So it wants to install yargs, use query, update start script, so it identified the script to update, has installed the new dependency. It is now importing it, and it has written main twice, so I will just fix that up later. But has updated package.json. Notice that it has identified the part of the file to update by itself. We did not need to specify exactly what part of the file to update, and also it never needed to rewrite the entire file. You saw it just edited this one small portion of it. Finally, I will clean this up a little bit, and we have some errors here, which brings me to the next part of the extension, which is errors. There's another, similar to add tabs, there's another special keyword you can use alongside your add task, which is @errors. And then if we run this, it will attempt to address all the compile errors or any other errors that your text editor is showing you. So in our case, the issue was with types yargs, and now it is resolved. And let's see if it was able to fix this. It has missed the main somehow, but I will just manually add this. And there's still some error here, and I don't really know what it is. So let's do another iteration of fix errors and run it again. So it mentions that this is of type promise, and it identifies the method to use instead of this property to address this. It is updating only the portion of the code that needs to be updated, and voila, our code is now refactored to pass the query as a query option to the script, which we have retained by moving it to package.json. We have also installed yargs to parse the command line options, and we have made some follow-up edits to address first it not importing the types, as well as it using a wrong function to actually parse the parameters, and now we're using parse sync to avoid dealing with the promises. So this concludes the video. Thank you for watching. Please give the extension called AI task a try and let me know what you think. Thank you.